We grew up two different places for one thing. I mean, we share the same father. I grew up on the west side of Compton in the neighborhood that we call Cedar Block. My grandparents been there since like the 50s. That's my mother's parents, you know what I mean? No relation to gang whatsoever. I stayed there with my grandparents and my mom most of my life. My dad wasn't at home with my mom. Him and my mom broke up when I was about 2. I grew up in Cedar Block, about, maybe 12, 13 years old, got influenced in the streets and started running the streets, doing my stuff like that. My brother, on the other hand, he grew up in Santana Block. He, to my knowledge, never gangbanged. He went to Compton High. He was into sports. Something that I always wanted to do myself, so I definitely fully supported him in his sports. He was able to avoid the gang life for the most part growing up. Around the time after basketball didn't work out for him, he kind of came my way and got up under my wing, and we started fucking with each other like on a day-to-day basis after that. But I always kept him close because my dad made sure. Basically, he got with me when he was done with basketball, and that was, a dead-end street for him. It didn't work out the way he planned, so, he got with me in the streets, and I showed him what this street life is, and we made the best of it, but he grew up in one side of town, I grew up in the other side of town. We always stayed connected because that was my little brother. I made sure, I never had a big brother to take me under his wing. So I made sure, I had the label of a big brother. I made sure that I fulfilled that role, and I was a big brother to him. So that's how he grew up, that's how I grew up, and that's how we put it together. When he got shot, it was kind of like, I was scared, for a few reasons. I was scared for his life, first and foremost, and then I was scared because there was a whole lot of shit surrounding it, like, drugs and, guns and shit like that. So, we were in an apartment together, and I happened to not be there at the time. So I didn't really know the ramifications of the whole situation. So I kind of like stayed back and played it by ear, got on the phone with a couple people, and once I found out he was all right, I was relieved. The main thing about like when he got shot, like we was running the spot, and the spot rules, we got the rules, and the rules was 12 o'clock, it's over, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you just came through there at 11:30 and spent $100 with us, or $200 or something like that. It's like 12:01, it's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? But something in him made him open the door at about, from what I understand, 1 something in the morning. I can't, I really didn't understand, why he opened the door that time of night and how he let 2-3 dudes in the house like that. You know what I mean? For most part, the way I felt about when he got shot was, it was like my brother, and then his mom and my dad, they looked to me like it was like I was responsible for it, and it was like, I never influenced him in a negative way. It was always positive for me. I am what I am, and that kind of stuff rubs off because it's kind of, where we from is cool, but it's not. I was never, pushing the negativity on him like that. So I definitely never wanted, I never been shot, so I definitely didn't see my little brother getting shot fucking with me. You know what I mean? But it hurt me a lot when it happened, but I'm glad, that he was okay. I was just glad he was fine.